Hi guys, welcome to another interesting video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Faith. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are returning, Tabi, welcome back to the family. I urge each and every new member to subscribe to my channel, and let's get to 3,000 subscribers. In today's video, we are going to be talking about insurance, understanding the insurance business or understanding the insurance industry. I have a disclaimer that I am not a professional in this, so I only share, or I'm just going to share what I know so far after interacting and working in the industry. So I'm just going to share what I know, and we are going to start with the motor insurance, or the vehicle insurance, or car insurance, or truck insurance, anything vehicle, insurance for anything vehicle. So if you're interested in this type of content, watch until the end and you're going to learn together. This is going to be a series, so it's going to have like part 1, part 2, and probably part 3 or part 4. So if you watch, this is the first part. I will be dropping like weekly or twice a week about this insurance business. And for this motor insurance, I'm starting with, it's going to have like 2 or 3 or even 4 parts. Motor insurance is an insurance of vehicles or cars, as I have said, or as I have talked as we are starting. And in Kenya, it's a rule, so it's a must. If you own a car or if you are driving a car, for that car to have an insurance. Doesn't matter the type of insurance you're going to have, although in some instances you are going to be required to have a specific insurance. Like you cannot have a PSV or a matatu having a private insurance and it is doing something else, or it is transporting people and yet you are having a private insurance. That is just what I mean. Don't worry about the private, the what. I'm going to explain everything as we go by. So what is the purpose of insurance? Insurance cushions you in an incident like accident, theft, fire, political violence, riots, anything riot, any type of riot. Like let's say your car was vandalized during a riot, or it is stolen, or it gets involved in a accident. And then there are two types of covers, like the private, that is the private insurance, and the commercial insurance. The private insurance has 4 categories. We have the comprehensive, we have the third party only, we have the third party with fire and theft, and then we have the motorcycle insurance. It falls under its own category alone. Covered under the commercial insurance, the vehicles used for business, let's say like trucks, PSV. PSV is like matatu, Uber, a tax, any vehicle used for taxi or to carry goods. It can be a Nissan, it can be a small vehicle, it can be a truck used to carry goods for business or for sale. That is under commercial. It falls under commercial because it can be a matatu, or not a matatu, a small Nissan or a Nissan, and it's ferrying goods for trade or personal goods. So any Nissan that is used to carry goods, doesn't matter which type of goods it falls under, it becomes a commercial vehicle. So it is going to be insured as a commercial vehicle. A PSV is like matatu or Uber. As I have said, we have comprehensive motor insurance. I know people have, as I've said before, there are 4 categories of insurance of private insurance, which are comprehensive, third party only, third party and theft and fire, and then we have the motorcycle. So comprehensive covers the following: loss, theft, or damage to the motor vehicle, its accessories or spare parts. Loss, theft, or damage, any of the three, it is covered under the comprehensive cover. By covered, it simply means that you are going to be compensated, or you're going to be paid, or you're going to be, if it's a car which has been damaged, is going to be repaired by the insurance. Number two, it also covers medical expense incurred by occupants of the vehicle as a result of an accident. If you are carrying people in the vehicle, it's going to cover medically up to a certain amount. I urge everybody, when you are taking an insurance, to ask these questions: up to what amount is this insurance going to pay for medical expenses? And then and also a disclaimer: when comprehensive cover does not cover the driver, because the driver has a different insurance called personal insurance cover. It is different from the one in the vehicle, so the one for comprehensive. So if an accident happens and the driver was in and something happens to the driver, they are not going to claim anything apart from if they had a personal accident cover. It's called a personal accident cover. So number three, the comprehensive covers death of the occupants and third parties other than yourself. Yeah, that is what I was talking about. That other than yourself, the person that is driving, or the person that you have authorized to drive, or if it is yourself and you don't have accident cover, a personal accident cover, then it's not going to compensate, or it's not going to cover you. And then number four, damaged properties belonging to the third party. Again, to the third party. And then theft of vehicle or damage while in the custody of a mechanic, a garage, when it has been taken there for purposes of maybe repair or upkeep or overhaul. So if your vehicle is damaged and you take it maybe to the garage to be checked, to be repaired, or to be for upkeep, then you can report to the insurance, and you're going to get paid, or it's going to be covered. And then number six, medical expenses for third parties and occupants. I think that is a repetition. Then number seven, or rather number six, damage to windscreen or entertainment system. Windscreen and entertainment system, it is covered up to a certain amount, like up to 30K or 50K, depending with the type of vehicle you have. If it is a high end, or it's a do I call them small? I don't want to belittle people, but if it is a high end vehicle, you're going to be paid different, or if your windscreen is broken, you're going to be compensated a different amount as compared to somebody who has an insurance of a vehicle which is a bit lower than let me just say the expensive cars. Yeah, so, and also the entertainment system is the same. And then another thing that is covered is the towing of the vehicle. What is towing? Towing is when, for example, if an accident happens and then they bring a breakdown to move your vehicle either from the road to the nearest police station, because all accidents are reported in the police station. It is moved by a breakdown, or it is moved from, let's say, from the scene of accident to the police station, or from the police station to the garage, or from the scene of accident to the garage. That is towing. That act is towing. So you get the receipts and you're going to be compensated. There are other things which are covered and are comprehensive, but they are optional benefit. Optional benefit, it means that you're going to add a certain percentage of money, like you're going to pay for them separately. You are going to pay, they are going to increase the amount that you're supposed to pay for your insurance. These are cover for riot or strike and civil commotion. This is a benefit that you pay separately, depending, it differs from one insurance company to another. Number two, political violence and terrorism. You pay for that, especially this benefit. Okay, it's good to have it throughout the year, the years, but most likely we advise that you have it prior and after election year. So we advise you to have it at least that time, because you never know where you will be if at all there is a riot or there is the maandamano. You don't know where you will be or where your car will be. Maybe you will have parked in town and riots starts or political violence starts. So if you have the cover, you will be safe, because you're going to be paid at the end of the day. And then another benefit is a courtesy car. A courtesy car is the car you are given to facilitate your movement from one place to another when your car is under repair. You pay for it depending with the days you want to use or to be comfortable being given. Like you can pay for 10 days, for 30 days, or for 20 days. The days you want, depending on how busy your schedule is or how you cannot operate without a car. But if you have more than 2 or 3 cars, you can opt not to take the courtesy car, because you will have an option. Yeah, so if you have a courtesy car, the insurance will either give you, if you have paid for the courtesy car benefit, the insurance company will either give you a vehicle, or they will ask you to take a taxi or a Uber. And for those days, they are going to be the one paying for you, or you use your money like for those 10 days, and then you claim them later. Yeah, so in the second series, I'm going to be talking about claims, or how you're going to claim, or when you have an accident, then what happens. When we were beginning, we said under the private, there are 4 categories. We have the comprehensive, third party only, third party, fire and theft, and motorcycle. So I'm going to be, we have covered what is covered under the comprehensive. So under the third party only, you are going to be covered, or the cover is covering the third party, like the vehicle for another person. If you are involved in an accident with another person, obvious, it is going to cover that vehicle or that person, the medication for that person. Yeah, those are the ones. But then in an instance when you have a third party and you are not the one to blame, like somebody hit you and you have a third party, that person who hit you is the one supposed to cover you. If they have a comprehensive cover, they are going to pay for your insurance expenses. They are going to pay for your accident expenses. If it is making the car, their insurance is the one supposed to make your car, or they're supposed to make, and then they claim from their insurance. So if you have a third party and somebody else gets responsible for an accident, then the other person is supposed to pay you through their own insurance, and then they will also claim from your own insurance. It's just like a circle. I don't know if you guys are getting. Then we have the third party theft and riots. It's going to third party theft and fire, not riot and fire. So going to cover the third party claims, and it's also going to cover if in an incident of fire or if it is stolen. So if it is an incident of fire or if it is stolen, then it's going to cover you. And then we have the insurance for the motorcycles. Not all the insurance companies cover for that, but most of them do, under special maybe circumstances, like if you are using the insurance for, or you're using the motorcycle for business, or it is under Uber, or it is yeah, it's for PSV purposes, or it is others cover the private. They don't have a problem with the private, as long as when you say it is private, you don't use it as a PSV. Yeah, so that is the problem with motorcycle insurance, because many people will say that it is a private because private seems to be cheaper to insure, but at the end of the day, they use it for PSV purposes. Like they start using it for Uber, they start carrying people and they are being paid, or they start using it for delivery business. So if it is under for delivery, it's a PSV because you are doing business with it. So it is at a higher rate of being involved in an accident than if it is a private. Yeah, because if a private, it's more cheaper to insure a private vehicle or motorcycle as compared to a PSV, because a PSV has a higher risk because that vehicle or that motorcycle is throughout the road throughout the day, like day, even others day and night. So this vehicle is an higher risk of getting into an accident as compared to a private vehicle, which maybe the person uses to go to work. They just park, and then in the evening they drive and go home and just park. But unless that there are other external factors like trees, a tree can fall on the windscreen, but the chances of getting or being involved in an accident are lower on a private vehicle, not unless the driver or you yourself you are a careless driver. It's a bit noisy outside, so uh, this is the end of the first series. We're going to do series 2 and 3, and then we conclude and go to another topic or uh, another insurance type of an insurance. So thank you so much for taking part, taking your time and watch my video up to this far. If you've watched up to this far, I appreciate you, and God bless you. God bless the work of your hands, and God keep you. Thank you.